The hype is too real right now. We all need to take a breath before we get into this. All right, everyone good? Good. Marvel dropped a bombshell of clues on us the other day, and now everyone is studying the details of each frame to find the details hidden in the background. That's right, we're already studying it like Charlie from Always Sunny is trying to find out who Pepe Sylvia is. It's concerning in a healthy way. We just care so much about this universe and its characters, we're invested. Still, while we comb through the tiny details to scrub up some theories around that, the big details offer some pretty big clues too. None bigger than the links to the quantum realm, so let's jump into what those big clues might mean. After all, it's the only rational way to handle all the hype stemming from this trailer. The video is to help us all process it together. First off, let's talk about the tone of this new trailer. It's the biggest hint we get and starts out the theories the best. Mostly because this is the first evidence we've seen of the true intentions and motivations of the entire team. Everything before this trailer was implied. Every single hero seems more than just defeated in this trailer. The original teaser hinted at a more backed-against-the-wall approach to the Avengers team-up. But this new trailer seems to offer a more determined desperation approach. We get an overarching feeling of a foreboding sacrifice. The one line repeated over and over is "whatever it takes." That seems to be the summary line for the entire film, and it offers a lot of support for these theories that include all the heroes. So many theories leave out Captain Marvel or forget Hawkeye. But the content we saw shows an entire team making the difference. It's clear now that no theory can work without the entire team making an effort. The tone of that trailer makes it clear, but it also gives us the feeling that the need for sacrifice by a major character is absolutely necessary. It's a scary thought, but the creators seem to be spelling that out for us at this point. We know what direction to go because of the tone, but that means certain theory lines need to be left out for the sake of this video. We only want to focus on one clue at a time and not to get caught up in the bombardment of details. It helps everything flow better if we give things time to breathe and make more concrete theories. Yeah, sad day, because that means you won't be getting any thoughts on some of the newest potential storylines right this minute. This video will not go into detail about the fact Iron Man and Nebula clearly make it back to Earth or anything else like that. Those details speak for themselves and need some more attention before they lead into a fan theory. On top of that, we will resist talking about how much everyone ships Thor and Captain Marvel. Yes, that scene was electric, and we will let the fans on social media and the comments section build that hype. Still, you didn't click on this video to hear what we're talking about. You came to hear about the huge scene right near the end of the trailer. You know the one. It's time to take another dive into the quantum realm theories. First things first, the time vortex theory actually seems a little less plausible now. Scott Lang seems to have ended up in the correct time, judging by the missing posters on the telephone pole. However, nothing is for certain, so let's talk about how it might be possible. For starters, Ant-Man can still end up in the correct time after some help. That scene might indicate the result of a long journey through time. Also take note of the haircuts in the quantum realm suit-up scene. Captain America and Black Widow are sporting their original hair colors and styles. Is it possible they are trying to blend in with their past selves? Certainly, but that is investing a lot of haircuts. Man, that sentence feels weird to say. Anyways, it is still plausible that they are entering the microscopic dimension to go through a time vortex, but the other theories feel just as strong. Also, a quick note on time loops and Tony Stark. There is nothing in this trailer that disproves that. In fact, his lines in the trailer seem to only push that theory even more. For those who don't know that theory, the SparkNotes version is this. Strange put Stark in a time loop Groundhog Day style so he can keep planning the winning scenario without the real consequence of failure. It's a lot of trial and error if that's the case. You didn't come here for that theory, but it's hard to stay focused on the quantum realm when there is so much to talk about. Still, we'll get back on track here. Let's get back to the details of that suit-up walking scene. We've seen it before in some toy set releases and a little bit in the Super Bowl teaser. However, this time we see what feels like the entire crew. That doesn't mean we don't have questions though, like how can we be certain they are going into the quantum realm? Well, Scott Lang is there. The suits all mimic the ones we saw in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Here's the trouble, how did Ant-Man get out? Well, the suits might be the answer to that question. Keep this in mind, Lang never designed the suits, Hank and Hope did. It's the key detail that puts the stress on the quantum realm theory. See, time vortexes are possible, and Lang may bring young Hank Pym to this time. However, the alternate theories are much more likely. It's more believable that Hope and Hank found a way to get Ant-Man out of the quantum realm because the snap did not erase them from existence. If that's the case, then the quantum realm becomes the imperative connector between the snapped and the survivors. Let's stop and clarify that real quickly. See, the quantum tunnel seems to bring the person into an alternate dimension. It's why fans were able to see the same dimension in the Doctor Strange film. It's a location to travel to, like an alternate reality if that's the best way to explain it. Which brings up an interesting theory. If the quantum realm is its own dimension, then maybe it has gates to other dimensions. It's plausible that the Soul Stone is needed to complete the snap because it sends half the universe to the dimension it holds within itself. The Space Stone opens the portal. The Power and Reality Stones do the heavy lifting. Then, in an instant, the half we see snapped is transferred to this Soul Realm. Scott stumbles into this dimension and brings out the help he needs to make it back to the lost people. It's a rescue mission, and the trailer is showing our heroes making the trip to bring them back. That's one possibility, but a different interpretation seems to be likely as well. The split universe theory seems to become the most plausible when everything is considered. Okay, some more spark notes real quickly. The multiverse theory is this idea that an infinite number of universes exist, and within each, there is an alternate version of reality. Now, the Infinity Gauntlet is super powerful. Some may say that it's so powerful that it can split a universe in half. Half of them survive in one version, and the other half survive in the other version. Scott Lang was in neither. He is stuck in limbo. So, the Hank, Hope, and Janet that survive in the second split universe bring him out. This would explain the fact that he still ends up seeing missing posters and such around the neighborhood. Both universes then work to connect with one another. It seems possible, but we can all agree it's missing some details. Think about who we didn't see in the trailer being suited up. We saw Stark and Nebula, we saw Lang and Rogers, we even saw Rhodes and Romanov. We didn't see Thor, Rocket, or Captain Marvel. Those are the galactic characters. Nebula is the odd one out in that case, but that still doesn't answer the question. What are they up to? Well, maybe they have an alternate mission. The Avengers, aka the Quantum Realm Explorers, are headed to connect the two universes and link with the other heroes. They're going to unite the two universes somehow. The two strongest characters, Thor and Captain Marvel, are being piloted by Rocket to Thanos' retirement home. Their job is to retrieve the Infinity Gauntlet to finish the reassembling of the two split universes. That provides a reason for Captain Marvel to be included. She can wield the Infinity Stones because we've seen her hold one in her own film. On top of this, Doctor Strange can play a part in this theory. There is the time loop theory, which still might be in the works. None of this disproves that. He might also be the cosmic energy the team needs to make their device temporarily unite the two dimensions. They're headed back to retrieve him when the others acquire the Infinity Stones. Their combined effort will make the change permanent. That's the biggest theory this train bolsters. Sure, there are still other possibilities out there, but this certainly seems like the right track to follow. We didn't even get into the sacrifice element. That idea will still play a huge part if any of these theories work out. Let's go back to that opening tone of the trailer. These characters are isolated. Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man. Maybe they're the three we lose. Thor loses out getting the gauntlet away from Thanos. Iron Man and Captain America are in a time-factored scenario. It's possible their efforts keep the two dimensions held together while they wait for the Infinity Stones. But the catch is they're left to wander in the infinite with no way to be rescued. It's all just a theory, but hey, nothing says we're wrong, yet. Maybe there will be one more trailer before the movie comes out later. We can't say for certain. All we can do is speculate. Honestly, this is the best attempt at nailing down one theory as the best one. It doesn't mean that we're right. The trailer provides a lot more to look into that may offer new theories and provide ammo for some of the ones we missed. For instance, what is the point of the desaturated opening flashback with the emphasis on red? Does that scene of Scott Lang in his Ant-Man suit appear to be in an outdated office? Perhaps he does time travel? What does Hawkeye becoming Ronin have to do with Endgame? We want to hear what you think.
Are we done here?
There is a lot to unpack in this video and the new trailer, so be sure to share your thoughts. We are always dropping the latest theories and breakdowns you need to get ready for Endgame, so follow behind the screen. All you have to do is hit the link down below to be automatically subscribed.